Hey everyone. So today I am speaking. Well, first of all, sorry. Welcome to an attempt to understand. Welcome back. For the people that are returning, thank you for returning. And if it's your first time watching, please keep watching. don't click off just yet or listening even. But yes, this is an attempt to understand. I am Adam Dean, and today, of course, we are speaking on how to deal with a bad day. I had a bit of a bad day there recently, bad morning, should I say? And like, do you ever just have one of the days where something small just spirals into like a whole meltdown? Meltdown's a very dramatic word, very Homer Simpson, but I had one this past week. Uh, Basically, I had to call the doctor for stuff, and mean to go to this doctor for like months, and I just never got around to it. It was like, oh, maybe stuff will just wrap up on its own, whatever. Um, and it just wasn't. So I ended up having to call the doctor, and I thought I knew the process. I even had my partner support me with it because that's something that I needed supported with. And she phoned and checked like the process of booking appointments and stuff, and told me, and God love her, even with that help, I still misunderstood it, So I basically called them up. You know how it is. It's over like an hour just to get in. You just get line busy for like over 45 minutes. It's wild. And by the time I got speaking to them, I basically had misunderstood what the process was, and I couldn't just sort it that day. Like, I could have done more, but in the moment, it was just not what I was expecting. I couldn't just book the appointment stuff I wanted to book. I needed to go through an extra step, and I didn't have the time to do that and everything. So I had to take more time out of my schedule on a different day to re-go at it, and it's still ongoing. So it just sent me in a spiral, to be honest. It just put me on a really bad footing because it was early in the morning before I was starting work, as I was juggling other stuff. And, I was quite stressed already, And then just that realization that I was going to have to spend more time at this than what I had, because it had just been in the background boiling, like in the back of my head for months. And it's like, should do it, and it just kind of built up. And because it built up for so long, it ended up being quite difficult, So really, the things that helped with it, because it was honestly such a struggle. With the doctors, kind of sent me spiraling. Like I said, I had other things going on, and the kind of peak of it was I ended up breaking the pen that I had, which was a gift from my partner, which is just such a and I'm so ashamed to have done that. I feel so guilty, But I was just so stressed out, and I was like scribbling things down, and I just went like scribble, 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 and then boom, like a big dot on the page, and I didn't realize I only had, I don't know, like 10 thin pages left in the notebook. So really, I just went bang onto the wooden desk, and the top of the pen just exploded out. So honestly, and that made everything, like I said, 10 times worse. I was just feeling so guilty and so horrible, and it's like, the other stuff, doctors goes wrong or something doesn't happen as you expect it, and it throws you off. I've talked about that before, and it's like, fair enough. Feel frustrated. Just try to gentle parent yourself a wee bit. Just feel those big emotions and ride the wave. But that just sent me, man, breaking that pen, honestly. But what I learned, or what I was able to take away, and what I tried to remember, first of all, was the advice to separate your day into segments. So if you have a poor morning, just try to frame it as the bad morning. It doesn't need to be more than that. Say, okay, that happened, and that's really annoying, frustrating, and sucky, but it happened. We can't do anything else, and that's that. So look forward into the afternoon and into your evening and say, this can still be good. This can still work. And I tried to remember that, and that did help. I'm not going to lie, obviously I sat in the sulk for a little while until, I don't know, the afternoon, like 1:30 probably. But then eventually started to get more into the flow of things, and I was able to kind of swing myself into a more positive mindset. The the second step that really supported the dealing with the bad day and getting to the other side of it is I had to kind of remind myself what did go well. So even though I didn't get the appointment booked and I didn't get the issue resolved, I did get a step closer to that, right? Like I was clearly had a misunderstanding of how the system worked or whatever from speaking to my partner and being anxious about it. So I got that cleared up. I now know what to do and when to do it. It's just a matter of getting them in the small ass window that I can get it in. And I also still did other stuff. I didn't just spiral out, and like go and sit in a field for a day. I still did all the work commitments I had to do. I still did all the chores that day around the house, still cooked the dinner, still did all the like several other things that were on the list. So being grateful and just taking a moment to be grateful that I got that stuff done still, but even just grateful for the smaller things, the bigger things, just trying to name a couple things and feeling that gratuity really helped me again shift the mindset away from being in a place of negativity and take me closer to somewhere that I could actually enjoy the rest of my day. It's just so easy to sit in an emotion. Kind of Theo Von talked about that on a clip or something. The comedian, that he could just kind of sit and like draw on an emotion. If he's like feeling sorry for himself or something like that, or he's down in the dumps, he could kind of sit there and just like wean off of it for a long time and really, really feel it. And I think that's very true. I think it's very easy to let yourself sit in certain states. And when your day gets off to a bad start or when something kind of spirals, it can be quite easy to like keep that motion going instead of like putting in the effort to stop it and start something anew. So that is really the two things that kind of helped, and the thoughts that obviously sprung from all of that. So separating the bad from the rest of your day and practicing gratitude for what I had done and the other kind of blessings around my life and stuff like that. Because bad days do happen, but what matters is how you recover from them, and next time how you climb that hill again. You can kind of hopefully give yourself a little bit of grace, give yourself some forgiveness. What was it? There's a great line in Ted Lasso. Forget what it is. It's Coach Beard or something. They're saying is it Roy in the locker room? And what is it? It's like all you can do is be honest and try to like forgive yourself and ask for help when you can. And accept it, or ask for help and then accept it when you can, something like that. And that's very very true. Well, look, I'd say that's about us for this week of An Attempt to Understand with me, Adam Dean. Hopefully you have enjoyed and got some advice from it. I'm not going to just repeat the advice 3 times over like I feel like I've done a couple of videos right at the end. So yeah, look, go forward with the rest of your day today. Hopefully it's great. Hopefully you're striving towards things that are important to you. If you're not, and if it's very difficult, I'm sorry to hear that. Feel free to leave a comment or something. Oh yeah, I should do a call to action. That's important. Let me know something that's helped you for your bad day. If you've had a bad day, let me know something that helped you pull you out of it. Was it a special treat from the shop, or was it I don't know, a shopping addiction? All right, yes, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week here on An Attempt to Understand. Bye-bye.